Hey folks, Foggy here. Welcome to day 149 of my year of solo board gaming, considered by many to be ill-advised and stupid. We have ourselves Cascadia by Randy Flynn with art by Beth Sobel, basically a tile matching game which you are trying to make the largest, largest groups of animals, as near as I can tell. I have actually never played this game. I recently got this game because I really like the artwork of it, and I did not want to pass up on the opportunity here. I really like nature games, and I've already done the setup for solo mode. You set up as if it were a two-player game. So we've got our scoring cards up here. We've got stacks and stacks of tiles, just all sorts of stacks. 42 set off to the side. We've got our little nature tokens up here and a cloth bag with more tiles in it for us to add as we go along. We've also got a starting tile with some fish, a couple things, basic stuff. And essentially, we're going to give this a try, and hopefully, we do okay. We do have one keystone tile, that's going to be the fish here. We've got our initial tiles set out and our initial wildlife token set out. Now, according to the rules of the game, if you have all four matching tiles, you automatically wipe everything out. And if you have three of the same type, which I do, we have three bears, you may wipe them out. And so that means that we're going to go ahead and let's just go ahead and get started with that. Let's just move those out of the way. Pull out some extra tiles here. All right, we've got two deer, two fox. Probably not that much better. And now we want to take a look and figure out what we want to do here. The scoring, just so you know, is essentially you can have 2, 3, 4, any shape of bear, surrounded by things that are not bears. And then they will score 5, 8, and 13. For salmon, you can score a run of salmon. You do not want them to be adjacent to each other except in this line, and it will score for 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 salmon total. In the case of the hawks have to be on their own. You're just going to score for each hawk not adjacent to another hawk. For the red fox, you have to have a pair of foxes adjacent to other pairs. It's just confusing. And then finally, for the elk, it's just based on sizes of elks in those exact shapes. So you have to be careful about that. Bears, not so much. All right, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started here. I have no idea what sort of strategy I should be using. I do know that I'll probably have to build on one of these two. And I want to look at the tiles here. I've got two that are basically, three that are essentially the same. Oof, that's kind of nasty. And this one doesn't really fit. So I think what I want to do, since I know I need to get the salmon sort of in a line, I think I'm going to go here. There doesn't have to be pattern matching. Like, I could put this one here if I want to, but the idea is that you want to have, for the solo mode, you're going to want 7 or larger for each habitat, so you can get +2. And I'm just realizing now, there's no way that you're going to be able to see that in the bottom, are you? So I'm going to actually adjust the camera here for just a moment. I had this zoomed in because of McKee, and so we're going to come out a little bit. There we go. That should work. All right. Yep. There we go. All right. And we're going to take the matching animal, and we're going to go ahead. Actually, we're not going to do this one. We're not going to do this one. We're going to do this one, so I can keep that chain going. I can keep those going. But what I want to do is I want to take the fox and I want to put the fox here. So we're going to try to get a chain of salmon going here and a fox down here. At the end of the turn, you discard the rightmost tile and token, then slide them all over, and you're going to replace them. So first we're going to take 2 tiles. Those are going to come out like that. And then we're going to replace the tiles. We're going to get an eagle and a bear. So I kind of like the idea of going for the eagle, because the eagle is helpful in the sense that you want to have them on their own. Kind of feel like down here would be a good place to go. Looking at the ones that were just added, this is actually probably a better one. This is probably the best one to go with. Because that's going to extend my mountain to 3, my desert to 2, or whatever the plains is, maybe? I don't know what the yellow one is. And then we're going to get a deer. We'll put the deer here, which I'd rather not do. I'd rather have the deer elsewhere, but right now I've only got these 3 tiles extra. And I kind of want to get salmon to go there. So we're going to get rid of these 2. Slide these all over and add 2 more tiles. You will take apparently exactly 20 turns in this game. All right, I have a matching. So I have a keystone now. I could get this one and put this here. The bear would have to go elsewhere, but what I can do is, because I have 3 of the same type, I can actually remove those. Ah, yeah, that's the stuff right there. That's the stuff right. No. 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 Oh, thank God. If that came up elk as well, I'd have to reset the whole thing. Because it's 3 elk, I can choose to reset the whole thing, but I don't want to. I have a desert, a plains, or whatever this is. I can put an elk there, and I'm going to get a nature token as a result, and that's pretty awesome. We're going to get rid of these. This goes back in here, along with all the tiles that we just wiped away. Okay, so that's our new right. So we've got a fish one. All right. So I would love to get this because that would go really well down here, but I would end up getting a hawk one, and I don't have a place to put a hawk right now. As much as I would like that. I kind of want to go for this one because I have places where this can go. And in fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go put this here, completely valid placement for it, but I'm going to put this here and therefore get another nature token. So now I got 2. I'm like Nature King, baby. I'm hoping that the audio is okay. I, again, still have not fixed Streamlabs. I know. Should probably shut up about it. All right. So we got a couple of we got 2 of the salmon ones. Kind of cool. Elk and elk. I could choose to replace them if I wanted to. I could use a nature token and actually pull all this out. I think what I want to do, I'd like to try for this elk one that's 13, if I can. And I think my best bet is to actually take this one, which I can position here. That's going to keep the river going. That's going to keep the mountain going. So now I got a river of 2. And I've got this, which I don't really have a placement for. That was the flaw with my plan, I think. Yeah, I just kind of screwed up here, didn't I? So let's put this back for a moment. We could use the wildlife token and get 2 separate ones. That would allow me to keep this, but also get the... Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do that. This time, however, I'm going to put it down here. And I'm going to put the wing token on that. So then this goes away. And when you're sliding in the solo version, when you're sliding everything down, you slide everything so it lines back up. So those 2 are now lined up with that. And we've got this and this. And we've got one for an eagle. Bear and salmon. And I kind of like the idea of going for the salmon this time around. I have to get a fox here. That's the thing. Like I need to get a fox here so I can score something for the foxes. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here like this. But then I'm going to take the salmon, I'm going to put it up here. Because now I've got a string of 2 salmon. At least that's not much for points, but it'll give me some points at least. And then these slide down. So then we've got another falcon and a fish. plains-dwelling fish. There's a fish, and there's a hawk. Perfectly mismatched. Oi. I think I'm going to take... Fudgy. Made you out of clay. I'm going to use my other token. And I'm going to go this here, this here. I did match that up, so I get a nature token back. Probably seems like a bit of a zero sum. That's going to go away. Slide those down. I'm trying to go left to right when I place the tokens. I want to try to be consistent as I do it. I think there's a clear winner here, and that's this, which I will put here and put this here. And now I've got a triangle of elk. That's going to score at least 9 points in the end game. And if I can get an elk here, that would be great. There are exactly 20 turns in this game, apparently. Vitally important piece of information. I did say I was going to go in this direction. That mountain one, and I may end up spending a nature token. I will not be spending a nature token. I'm going for this. This is definitely also a no-brainer. I'm going for that right there because that keeps up. Oh, actually, I want to twist this a little bit. There we go. This is going to keep the mountain range going. I've now got a 4-piece mountain range. And I've got a 3-piece water. I've got a 5-piece desert. That's probably my best one. 3-piece like green, whatever that is. And then 1-piece forest, because I apparently don't care about the forests. I'm about maybe halfway through the game, a little coming up on the halfway mark. So it is something I want to start thinking about is how am I going to do a better job of increasing sizes here? And am I setting up to score anything, to be honest? Because right now I don't feel like I am. So I feel like... So this would be nice, except I'd have to position it off of here. And I don't want to put the hawk next to the hawk, because that would just basically negate the points. I do want hawks. But right now the only place I would be able to put a hawk is on this piece right here. And to make it worth points, I'd have to either have it directly off of here or directly off of here so that I'm building off this water here or this forest here. Neither of which are really not doable. In fact, for the water one, if I were to then continue the water this way, it would hook up with this and make a much bigger piece. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with this one. So I can keep that, start that forest size. And we'll go ahead and grab that. You don't have to put them on the piece that you just grabbed, but in the case of the hawk, that is the only place I can put it. So, all right. Got a bear, forest bear, and a fox bear. I've gotten very few foxes, I've noticed, throughout this. It's kind of a shocker. All right. I think what I want is, I would love it if I could put the bear here, but that is, I don't think that's going to work. I think that's going to block off my plan to make this water connection. Not to mention, if I make this a water connection, I'm then cutting off this little area here, so that might not be a good idea. I don't want to pick up either of the hawks. I don't have a place to put a hawk right now. So it's either going to be the bear or the elk. With the elk, I've got this really great 13-piece here, and so I'd have to start rebuilding that again. Whereas with the bears, I haven't gotten any bears on the thing at all. I think what I'd like to do is try to get a bear here, but maybe put the forest out here. No, I'm going to go ahead and put the bear here. That way we get the token. that. Another forest and bear. Fox. That's a good one. That's not a good one, actually. No, I'm kidding. Salmon. I would like to get the salmon. Oh, and there's the fox. I definitely want the fox. I want that fox. Where do I want to put this then? I think what I want to do is I want to put this here, maybe. I feel like I want to keep some distance here. I can't put it adjacent to here because that's actually adjacent to mountain at that point. So I think I'm going to put it here. And take the fox and put it here. So at least now the fox is adjacent to one pair. And what I want is groups of adjacent pairs. I can't really do that with the hawk. And that is therefore closed off as well. But I can get one more pair to make this a 7-pointer. So what I'd like to do is get a bear here and bear here. So we'll see if that works. Meantime, that's going away. All right, so we got fox and bear, and neither of these look helpful. Got an elk and a fox. I am thinking that there's no point in taking this because I only have one place for the hawk, and that would actually negate the points I have. If I took this, I could put the fox here. That would actually be helpful. If I took this, I could put the salmon here. I think that would be really helpful. I'm actually kind of curious for this particular red fox scoring. So if I put a salmon here, it's adjacent to this pair and this pair. But I'm not sure if that's valid or not. I am checking the foxes right now. Oh, pairs of animals do not need to be adjacent to each other. That is interesting. That is very interesting. I think I was missing that. So like I could do that. 1, 2. It's a total of 8. There's no way to get that hawk in there again, though, and have it be worth anything. So the most I could get is 3 out of this. But if I did salmon and salmon, I think that would work. That would be a second pair. And then I would need an elk somewhere down here. I could also grab that one, just get the elk, put that there, start a new elk formation. I don't know if they have to be vertical. They're supposed to be the same shape. I just don't know if you can rotate the shape. Why am I spending this much time on it? We're going to go forest. Make this forest a little bit bigger. We're going to get this salmon. And we'll go there. Because I do want the 4-piece salmon, and that is now an 11. Take those. Okay. Salmon and salmon. All right. So I think what I want is I want this mountain one for the elk, so I can put it here, and that'll give me what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I stupidly didn't place that in the correct position. And then I can put the salmon here. That'll give me an additional chain of 1. But more importantly, it'll give me 2 pair here, so that'll make that worth 7. Is that really the best thing for me to do? I could also go here, grab this, because that would give me another place to put a hawk, which would be nice. and again, build out this forest thing. I think I'm going to try to make sure that I get at least 7 for the mountain. So that's going to go away. This being the first time I've ever played this, I have no idea if I'm doing well or not. I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'm pretty sure this is the definition of not doing well at all. Oh, that's just wrong. Salmon and elk. So I think what I want is, I'm going to go here. Except I don't have a place for the salmon, so never mind. That's a bad choice. Let's go ahead and get this one. I'm at 6 here, and I'd like to get the 2 bonus points for that, and I may as well start another elk. So that'll make this go away. Oh, and I put an elk on a keystone piece, so that's going to give me another one of those. There's that. And that. I don't have a place for the elk. I could use a nature token at this point. Grab that elk there. I don't have any place for the salmons. And in fact, I don't have any place for the elk. In fact, I don't have any place for anything. What the hell happened? All right, I'm using a nature token, grabbing these 2, and putting a little elk right there. That's going to give me a nature token. All right, let's get these out of the way. It's not looking good. Only a couple more turns left. I think what I want to go with is this. I want to go here and just go ahead and get the salmon so I have a 5 salmon chain just to knock that out. Nice little triple there, plus 1 for the hawk. Hawk and a salmon. Perfectly misaligned. I kind of need to get a bear, I think. I think I'm going for this one. And we're going to put, actually, no, let's do this down here. So we can try to get a bear group going. Not many pieces left. Am I doing okay? I'm probably not. Okay, let's look at where I am. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will score a bonus point for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will not score a bonus point for that. And I've only got 3 more tiles that I'm going to be able to place. Looking at this. I am at 6 for the forest. I'm nowhere close on river or the whatever the light green is. So I need to get 1 more forest, but there's no forest up here. I may as well go for a mountain, but the only mountain has a hawk with it, and there's no place to put the hawk. That wouldn't mess things up. So I think what I'm going to do is actually go for this. This may seem crazy, but there we go. And so then that way, I get another 2 points for that, plus I get an extra 2 points for that there. I think that was my best move. And these come down here. I'm kind of curious about, I feel like I should not have an extra piece left over. Does that make any sense? I'm going to look that up in just a moment. All right. What do I want? I'm going to go here. I'm going to take this and just put those together. That goes away, and then that goes away. Now, like I said, we have 1 piece left over. I'm just going to quickly look up just a moment here what I'm supposed to do when I get down to the end game. Because it does look like I've got 3 left, and I'm wondering if I've gone 20 times. Because it does make it very clear that you are supposed to go exactly 20 times. If at the end of any player's turn there are no face-down habitat tiles left in the stack to replace the one taken, the game ends immediately. And I don't think it's different for solo mode. In other words, you will play exactly 20 turns. So, and I think I have. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I've played exactly 20 turns. Because there's a starting piece of 3 that you start off with. That's this right here. So that is pretty much my everything. So sadly, I wasn't able to get that final mountain range. But let's go through and score this. So for the bears, I score 5 points for each group of 2, and I don't have any other bears aside from that, so I'm going to score 5 for that. For the elks, and I should probably do this in the correct order. There we go. For the elks, I score for formations, and I think I score for each formation possible. I'm just going to check that real quick. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to score 1 for this diagonal of 13, and then 2 more individual ones, so that's going to be 17. Probably would have been smarter to, if I could have gotten that over there, but they would have been in a straight line, but they would not have been positioned that way, so I'm not sure if that would have made a difference. For the salmon, I have 1 salmon that's 2, and I have another salmon of 5, so that's going to be 19 total. Hawks, red-tailed hawks, solitary, so I'm going to score for each one. I've got 3 of them. So that's going to score 8 total. And then red fox, I'm scoring for each pair. I've got 3 pairs. Actually, unique adjacent animal pairs. I think they have to be not the same as each other. I think that was what I was missing. Yeah, I'm going to score that as 2. I'm going to score that as just that. And then what's this W? I think the W is just simply the sum of, yeah, it's the sum. So it's 22, 41, 49, 60, 53, 56. 56, I can add 59. Sorry, 49 plus 7 is 56. There we go. The longest mountain range is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No bonus points. Longest forest range is 6. No bonus points. Longest desert, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bonus points. Longest green is 3. No bonus points. Longest river is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. No bonus points. So for there, I got a total of 28. All told, plus I got 3 of these little things here. So all told, I managed to get a score of 87. Let's see how I did on the Cascadia scale. Let's see. In solo mode, the 87 is between very good and excellent. It's very good, not quite excellent, but very good. Which, yay. And I get achievements in the normal game. I scored more than 80 points, so I got the first achievement. Lovely little of achievements in here. Yeah, kind of funny. I don't know what these achievements are for. It's nice that there are achievements. That's kind of funny. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's Cascadia. Thank you so much for joining me. This was a nice. I like this game. I gotta understand the appeal of it. It's. I'm looking forward to playing more of it. However, don't worry. I will be back tomorrow with a different game because it'll be game episode 150. What am I going to do for episode 150? I actually don't know yet. I have no idea. But we'll see you when I come back. And thank you so much. Click like, click subscribe. If you aren't currently subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I can't really do anything with these videos until I get to 1,000 subscribers, and that does appear to be taking some time. It's been great. Those of you who've shown support so far, thank you so much. If you've ever provided comments, like Genghis Pon and John Ricker and Red Sable, and there are a few others of you. I do apologize for not listing all of you, but thank you so much for commenting. Thank you so much for providing feedback. And again, please click like, please click subscribe, especially subscribe. I don't care about the notifications. I understand this is not a this is an interesting endeavor. It is a stunt. I understand why you might be thinking, I don't want to get these notifications in my home list. But if you do subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.